Hello, you gorgeous creatures. I got a package today, and I remembered that I ordered this, but I did not remember where it was coming from, and also it arrived very quickly. So I opened it kind of like, what the hell did I order? And then I saw it was this. So I'm very excited. Today I'm going to be reviewing Steve McDonald Arts and Crafts Jewelry Making Kit. I've mentioned him several times before on my channel. I really, really love his work. He's the one that talked me into getting the cloche mold and probably a few others as well. He made his own resin kit, and I'm so happy for him. That's such a huge opportunity for him. But that being said, I did buy this with my own money. He did not send it to me. He did not ask for a review. I bought it specifically to review it for you guys. So if you were interested in getting it and wanted to know the quality, that kind of stuff, these are 100% my honest opinions. I will never lie to you about anything that I try here. So let's get started. The box is a little damaged, but this came all the way from the UK, so I was not expecting perfection in any way, shape, or form with the way this box was going to arrive. But let's go ahead and dig into it. Okay. So we have, I guess, information on the resin itself. It does come with resin. The resin is Custom Coat Art resin, I think. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, which is perfect. It's what I normally use. And it also tells you how you could do it by weight here at the top as well. Talks about the what it is, how it works. Talks about bubbles. Let's see. Oh, it gives you all of the information right here. Gel time. Perfect. Setting time. Wow. That's a pretty quick setting time. Touch dry is quick as well. Nice. Okay, so I'm excited to try this resin. I've never tried Resin Color, I think is the name of the company. Yeah, Resin Color. So I know Steve raves about it, but I believe it's only available in the UK. But because he likes it so much, I'm excited to try it. So let's see what we get in the kit. It's a little bit jumbled from shipping, clearly. So we've got two little measuring cups here. Well, not really measuring cups because there's no measurements on it, but two little mixing cups, so that's nice. Got a couple of stir sticks, great. So we have some molds. I think Steve designed these molds. I might be misremembering that. But these are pendant molds, if I can get them out. You know how silicone is with these plastic bags. They just cling together. So it looks like we get 6 little molds, which is great. I don't have molds this size for pendants. Or I should say I don't have pendant molds. So you get a square, a circle, an oval, a rectangle, and a raindrop shape. And, you know, just feeling these, they feel very hardy. Like they're not going to rip, you know, the third time that you take something out of these. So they feel really nice and sturdy. So I can't wait to play with those. I'll set those over here. We'll move the cups into frame. There we go. Okay. These I was excited about. So, these are bezels. So you get silver, a gold, and a copper color. So those are exciting. So let's take, because I think you get the same amount in each. Does it say how many? It just says one set. Okay. You get the same amount of each color. Wow, lots of shapes here. Let me move the box out of the way real quick. And I'll zoom you guys in for this. So you get the triangle, rectangle, diamond, oval. It's kind of, it's a square, but it's fixated like a diamond. You know, not fixated, but you know what I mean. Oriented. Yeah, there we go. That's an interesting shape. I don't know what you would call that shape. Pitcher's mound. Get a couple of circle ones. Nice. Cute. Got a little moon there and a little heart. Teardrop. And then a smaller rectangle. So you get all of those same shapes in all three colors. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. 12. Nice. That's a really great bargain right there. So you've got 36 different bezels, open back bezels to use with your resin. Just put these away. Okay. Bring your box back in. Zoom us back out. There we go. You get the tape to use with your open back bezels. I have a video that I will link. What corner does it go in? I think it's this corner. No, might be this corner. This corner. That corner. Any of the corners, whatever. I have a video where I did open back bezels. So if you're curious how it's done, I'll link that in the iCard. So we get the tape for that, and it's a hardy roll. You know, like it's not just a single foot of tape, so that's nice. Okay, we get some mica powders. So we have a red, a very pretty blue, which is my favorite color. We have a gorgeous gold, and then also a black. So the black I'm really interested in trying out, because my black, when I use it, it turns out like silver or gray, kind of a gunmetal gray color. So I'm curious to see if this black will actually be black or if it's like mine, which I think, to be fair, most mica powders are like mine, the black ones anyway. We get the resin. Let's see, how much is it? I think it's 16 ounces. Does it say? I don't think it says. No, not 16 ounces. Don't listen to me. It's definitely not 16 ounces. I know what that looks like. That's a whole ass water bottle. It doesn't say how much you get in here, but more than enough, seriously, to do these bezels and the little molds as well. More than enough. So, very excited to try this. Really am. And you get a pair of disposable gloves, which is a great addition. So that is what you get in this box. Let me fold the box up. Okay. We'll do like a little display here. So that's what you get in the box. I'm going to make a couple of bezels and a couple of the pendants in this video, so stick around for that, and then I will give you all of the information you need, where you can buy this, how much it costs, some of my concerns as far as price, and also my final thoughts on the kit. So stick around, guys. Alright, so I've decided to do 3 of the molds and then a couple of the bezels. I may end up pulling out more. Just depends on how much resin I decide to mix up, because you know that your girl is not very good at estimating how much resin she needs. I grabbed one of these cups that I got from Total Boat just because it has the measurements on it, so I won't be using these mixing cups, but they are good to have on hand. And actually I might use these, because I think I want to use some of the mica. I'm definitely going to use some of the mica, I mean. But I don't know. I definitely want to try the black, maybe the gold. I think those are the 2 I'm going to try today. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And in Steve's video, I believe he says that you don't need a whole ton of this mica powder. So we're going to use those. I've got the little bottles of resin heating up in some hot water right now. I didn't want to risk putting them in front of my space heater over there because that thing is huge. So let's roll out some tape. So we can get these bezels taped down. If I can get it. There we go. And what I'm gonna do, if I can, no, it doesn't want to, of course it doesn't. What? Okay, let's try this again. Use some of this painter's tape just to hold it down. I don't know if I just ruined this whole piece though. Got resin right there. Let's move it up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to press this in really, really hard, just to make sure there's good adhesion to it. Yeah, okay. Might have to move this one up a little bit. And then I'm going to lift this up because this bezel right here, the eye hook, or whatever you call that, goes this way, so it doesn't lay as flat. So I'm just lifting this up and pushing, making sure that tape is nicely pushed in against that edge. I mean, if it spills, it's not a big deal to me because I have the silicone mat. That's exactly what that is for. Alright. Now, I'll grab my gloves. Thank you, Steve, for the gloves. Oh my God, they're a perfect fit. Ah, I love it. Okay. Get my paper towels so that I can dry these little bottles off when I take them out of the water. Oh yeah, they're nice and liquidy now. Good. And I didn't even set them in there for that long. I don't know, it's probably only been about 5 minutes since I put them in there. Okay. Now, normally I would put my mask on to mix this, and I will be doing that, but I wanted to see what it smells like before I do that. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's one thing, Steve, if you're watching, if you guys may want to look at, is there's no seal on these. So if they pop open in shipping, that's going to be a bad day for, well, for you guys, because somebody's going to want a refund. But also for the customer, because they're going to be mad that all their resin spilled. So you may want to, I don't know, look into getting a seal put on these. Alright, let me back up so I can measure. I am going to measure out 20 milliliters. Even though I know I don't need that much, I'm doing that because you can't get all of the resin out of these little cups. It's just impossible. So when I go to add these to the mixing cups and then add my color, I will still have enough to actually do these bezels and the molds. Alright, 20 milliliters. And I don't know about other crafters, other resin crafters, but I always wipe my bottles after pouring the resin because you don't want to get resin gunk all up in your lid there. I gotta say, I'm not smelling much right now, which is a great thing. I'm also in a very well ventilated, huge basement right now. But if you are not in a very well ventilated area, if you're doing this in like a small bedroom or even a basement that isn't very big, please wear your mask at all times. Resin is very toxic to the lungs. So I'm not stirring very vigorously because I don't want a whole bunch of bubbles. I am still getting bubbles, but that's to be expected with any resin. I just lost my paper towels. Did the paper say, what did I do with it? There it is. Did it say how long I should stir this for? Or maybe it says on the bottle. Nope. Let's see what the paper says. I usually stir my resin for 2 to 3, sometimes 4 minutes, depending. Does not say anywhere that I can see. Oh, yep, it sure does. Sorry. I was reading this side when I should have been reading this side. It says 3 to 4 minutes, which is what I typically do, 3 minutes. It's nice and liquidy. It feels very good and thin, which is nice. Like I'm not struggling to stir this. So that's good. So, a little bit about this resin. It says custom coat art resin has been specifically formulated and manufactured in the United Kingdom to provide the perfect epoxy resin for your art project. The resin is optically clear and UV stabilized with no solvent content, making it perfect for art resin projects. Nice. This is interesting. It's talking about the bubbles. Like all resins, custom coat may form small bubbles when mixing, and although the product has excellent degassing properties, any remaining bubbles on your poured piece can easily be popped using a sharp object or by passing arm air over your piece. What does that mean? What is arm air? Is that like you're fanning it? What is arm air? At first, when I read it, I thought it said arm hair. I was really confused. All right. It's looking really good. A little bubbly. I'm going to turn this off so I can use my heat gun to kind of get these bubbles out, and then I'll turn it back on. Okay. I got some of the bubbles out. It'll probably come out even better once I start mixing the mica in. So we're going to pour some of this resin in here. Trying to get equal amounts, but as we have already established, Megan is not very good at eyeballing amounts. All right. So I'm going to wipe off this stir stick, and I'm going to use it for one of the colors, and then I'll use the other stir stick for the other color. So let's go in with our gold mica. And like he said, we don't need a whole lot, so probably the size of a pea is going to be good. Let's see how that looks. Just scraping at the sides to make sure that I get all of the mica powder incorporated. So I do think that I want just a little bit more mica in there. So I'm going to wipe my stick off again. Oops. The mica is mixing in pretty well. It's not giving me a hard time mixing in with the resin, which is good. There are some mica powders out there that I have personally experienced that are a little bit difficult to mix in. They just for some reason resist the resin. Okay, so my gold is all mixed up. Now, let's go in with the black. If I can get the bag open with my gloves on. It's always the hardest part. Okay. So I'm going to do the same as I did the gold, probably about a pea-sized, and then see where that takes us. Alright, just like the gold, I am going to add just a little bit more of the black to it. But it is giving me that same gunmetal gray, which is exactly like my other black mica powders do. I have like 3 or 4 of them, and they all do the same thing. So that is confirmation to me that basically you're never going to find an actual black mica powder. Meaning I will probably never find an actual black mica powder, but that's fine because I have the black pigment that I can use. But I suppose that's the actual mica in it is giving it that silvery gray color. So it's probably just the nature of the mica itself. Because, you know, mica doesn't come in colors like this. They add color to it. Alright, so these are all nice and mixed up. Now, how do I want to do this? What do I want to do? I think I want to do like a half and half. So we'll do gold on the top. And this one. It's a very pretty black. Okay. Now let's add some gold to that. And then I'll probably swirl these. I'll move you guys in a little bit closer. There we go. There we go. For the moon, let's try to do that, and then we'll flood the rest with the black and just kind of see how it looks. Put one little droplet of gold on the top. There we go. Okay, and for these, I think I'm going to do one in gold, one in black, and then do half and half for the other one. So let's do that. Trying to make it so you guys can see. Okay. So we're going to do gold over here. Good. We will do black. And this one. Just a little bit more. I don't want to overfill it. Okay. Perfect. And then, grab my paper towel to wipe that side. I'm going to pour both of them in at the same time and see what happens. All right. By the way, I'm a Steelers fan, so I'm absolutely loving these two. Anyway, we're going to let those cure up, guys, and yeah, we'll see how they turn out. I am going to hit them with my heat gun, and I'm probably going to add more to this heart because it looks like it could use a little bit more. But so far, I'm not seeing any leaks, knock on wood, from the moon. So pressing that tape right up against that edge really does work. So definitely, if you're going to do bezels and you have that issue, do that. Anyway, hang tight. We'll be back for the unmolding. Alright, friends. We're ready to unmold these, I hope. It hasn't been 24 hours. But the sheet says it can be unmolded, so let's try it. Alright, very easy to get out. Very pretty. And I've only got one micro bubble right in the tip, which I expected because I didn't put anything you know, down there to pop that. And you can't even see it on camera. It's just right here at the very tip. So that's nice. Let's unmold my square one, or rectangle one. Wow. I like how those two colors blended like that. That's really cool. Come on, focus. There we go. Okay. Now this one does have bubbles on the top, but that's because I didn't sit down here long enough to pop all of those. This was added on. I just had leftover resin, so I just made this one as well. Very pretty. Okay. Let's see how these did. Okay, so there's the back. Very nice. And then the front. I'm not sure which one I like, which side I like better. Probably this one. Yeah, probably that one. Okay, and the heart. So there's the back, very nice. And the front. Alright, so I'm going to clean all this up and then I will come back to you with my final thoughts. Alright, here's my final thoughts. I think the kit is great. I think it's perfect if you are just starting out in resin and would like to try resin. Comes with resin, comes with your gloves, comes with mixing cups, which were very easy to clean out. Comes with your mica powders, your bezels, and some molds. Basically, it comes with everything you need except for a respirator. So yeah, I think it's a really good kit. I think that you get good value in this kit. We'll talk about pricing now. I guess it's a good time to. So this kit is sold in the UK. So $34.95 for the kit in British pounds, which in US dollars equals $49.50 for the kit. Again, I still think that's a good price, especially because you get resin and all of those bezels. Whoops. Resin is extremely expensive, so I really do think that $49.50 for this box is a very good price. I really do. Now, for shipping, shipping is not going to be the same, you know, to everywhere. There's just really no way for them to make it the same price, you know, down the street in the UK as it is all the way over to the US or down to Australia. So for me, on the east coast of the United States, my shipping was £27.95, which is $39.59 American. So it's a little less than $10 more for shipping. No, sorry. It's a little less than $10 less than the price of the box, is what I meant to say, for the shipping. So I'm almost paying double for the box to get it here to America. I don't put that on the company at all. I don't put that on Steve at all. That's just the way that the postal systems are charging right now, especially we are still in the middle of the pandemic. And so shipping is going to be rather expensive. With all of that said, get the box if you want to try resin, if you want to try this specific resin, if you want a place where you can get the molds and the bezels and the mica powders all in one and you don't have to pay a whole bunch to get all those things from other places. Get the box if you live in the UK. Because then your shipping's not going to be, you know, nearly as high. Get the box once shipping prices start to decrease. Absolutely. I don't know that it's worth to get the box in the US right now. Specifically because of the shipping. I don't think that it's worth paying almost the exact same amount of the actual box for the shipping. And again, I say that it's not Resin Color's fault. It's certainly not Steve's fault. He's not over there going, charge him extra for the shipping. You know what I mean? Yeah, get it in the UK. It's a great box. It really is. It truly is. I'm happy that I have this box. And that's about all my thoughts. I think I'm talking in circles here. Get the box. It's great. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this. I will, of course, have Steve's channel as well as the website where you can get this kit linked down below. I don't get anything for it. I'm not affiliated in any way. I bought this whole kit with my own money, but in case you're interested, you don't have to, you know, run in circles trying to find that information. I'll just put it right down in the description for you. If you like content like this, please stick around by hitting the subscribe button and ringing that bell, and giving this video a big fat thumbs up. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Take care.